Hello world, actually no over here. There's a new update, there's a new everything, and let's go over all the changes that I have seen. A lot of people have already done some videos, but let's go into it. First of all, you can do the team trials now all at once. You just choose one, and there's a very important thing that you need to actually enable. It's this one, the one that says quick mode. It's off by default, but you need to put it as on, and then what it will do is put all the results, and then there's this one over here, and you can skip everything. Now, of course, there is also the race history that you can check now. For daily races, you can do all of them at the same time. You can choose here which ones do you want to, how many you want to do. And it's the same thing as before. You can do it normally. Or you can put the multi-race on, is off by default, same as before, and you will just choose how many you want to do. By default, of course, it's put as all of the tickets that you have. If you want to farm the daily rewards, remember you can just cancel the daily rewards and then do them one by one until you pop everything. And then, in my case, I don't really need to do that. So you can just see here, got all of the rewards available. Now, there's also a really cool thing with the exhibition match. Now you can practice with other people or your own Umas. You can make teams of yourselves, and you can also get people as practice partners. Like, for example, you are in a club that posts some practice partners and things like that. You can see here, practice partners, or, and you can even keep donating and everything. And that way, if you see a cool Uma on team trials or in the club that you're interested in, you can just choose it as a training partner, and make it so you can get that. There's also some other cool things like the trainer profile thing. You can click here on the trainer card and can choose your front side and your back side. You can choose between an Uma or a support card. If you have photos, you can also put a photo there. I don't have any. That everything else is kind of the same. Photo album is the photos that you can take in races, as you can see here. And then there's also two very cool things that we will get soon. The hint books are very strong because, for example, if there's a Numa that has a lot of good skills, like Suzuka has focus and concentration, by design it's kind of pricey, 140 and 140, 280, but you can get hints for each of it. As you can see here, you can choose, and you can get up to 3 hints baseline. Of course, it's going to cost some monies, and also this textbook of hints. They are going to be available in the friend shop soon. They have said that likely on the next midnight reset for you. For NA is like 6 p.m. Of course, you will still need to actually unlock the potential level. If you don't have the potential level unlocked, you can't choose to get the hints level upgraded. As you can see here, it's unlocked at potential 4. There are some Mumas that have very strong skills. Like, for example, if you want to have Rudolph as a debuffer, you get the Dominator down, or Taiki. Taiki actually has a lot of good skills. Mild Maven, changing gears, pace, chasers, savvy, and all of this. You can hint level them, so it's way less costly. Same thing with Mayano. She also has Bleeder Sprite, that it's a very good ability. And then No Stopping Me you can get up to 3 hints, and then if you are playing Unity Cup, you can get even 1 hint more for 4 of them. Nimble Navigator, same thing, you get 3. And Go With The Flow and Breath of Fresh Air. This is like after the buff is stronger than before. And things like Save in Sky, also Escape Artist, it's very good. Tailhead High is not that costly, but it's still nice to have. Then Fast Paced is very strong. Consumer Savvy, Vanguard Speed actually got buffed. You used to need to be 3 lengths away from the second one. Now you only need to be 1 length away. Other humans with good skills is, for example, King Hollow with the buffed Blinding Flash, or Night Taishin. Crouching Shadow is the empowered version of Straight Away the Spurt, that is always good on some places. Then here you also have On Your Left and Dominator with Grass Wonder and other very strong skills. For example, also on Daiwa you can get Killer Tunes upgraded. And one of the strongest one with this is Maruzelski, because you can get the Restless down from 300 and something to less. Also Speed Eater and Mild Maven are super good, even in the next Virgo Cup. And then 777s and Corner Recovery as a backup recoveries in case Restless doesn't proc correctly. You always have those. Godship also with Uma Stan. Remember, this is going to be very strong for any position that is not a front runner in the cups that are not short, like in medium and long, it's going to be very strong. And things also like Special Week, sorry. And Teo also, you can get the 2 recovers way cheaper. And then you also will have in the future the Crystal Shard Change. In Japan and other places it came with the Halloween events. There is some weeks coming, but we may get it sooner. And we get 1 rainbow full shard, and then on events, that are the events that we get sometimes, you know, the ones that have the wheel and everything, like these story events do give some shards, and you can eventually craft a full crystal. This makes it so you can limit break SSR or an SR. It's a good thing the SR is there, because sometimes you have that card that just doesn't like to finish. You have it at 3LB and you really want it at 4LB, one of the SR cards, and those come easier. For example, if I have any that I have like at 4LB or something like that. For the longest time I had Daiwa at 3LB, but I just MLB'd her earlier. For example, if I wanted to get my Hijitan upgraded there, or my Tachyon also, or even Seeking the Pearl. This card is kind of decent because it gives Umastan sometimes to do parents, or even my Taishin, that will also be good, and it helps quite a bit on those. Now, one of the things that I really like, there is also the change outfit, but this is whatever. You can just change the outfits of the Umas. And there's also a cool thing that you can do. You can also check their little versions. These ones you can see on the club are in other places. In my case, I have access to both of them because I also have the summer version. And in the archive, there is also another cool thing. It's that You have the gallery conversations. These are, you know, sometimes you see Umas just prancing around or staying in some place, and if the dots are not filled, that means it's a new conversation. These count to your archive level, and try to hear them every time that you can to get those extra 50 carats. Now, a thing I really like is the calendar. The agenda you can use ones that you have saved. For example, this is my farm summer Marusensky agenda, and this is my parent Daiwa agenda, and then maybe you want to do aces agenda, but aces usually do less races, so they are not 100% needed, but you have a lot of agendas, up to 8, so that's fine. You can load it here, and you can see all of the races that I want to do are loaded now. And this is super good, so you don't forget, or you can even, when there are events that need to be on a specific race, you can check the race, for example, in Game Tora where it is, and just put that one in the agenda. Now, they also changed a lot of skills and a lot of cards. There are some bugs, like some Umas can get their room bricked. They will likely fix all of those before a lot of people watch this video, so that's whatever. Once I know is the Smart Falco card that should give groundwork is still giving wit. The 5th date with Rico that should be on the R card is not working correctly, like it just does nothing. And also on the SSR sometimes it bugs out and it also does nothing. So it's a little bit risky right now to actually do the 5th date with Rico, so be aware of that. And there's also some Umas like Narita Taishin, Vodka, Mihono Bourbon, McQueen, and others that can break your run or your team trials. The good thing about team trials is even if it gets rigged, like if you get disconnected once or twice, you can check the rewards and just get them. So that is everything that I wanted to say. Have a nice day, and I will see you on the next video.